This podcast is recorded on Gadigal land. Always was, always will be Aboriginal land. Hey chicks, I'm Sal.
And I'm Al.
And this is Two Broke Chicks, the show that shares life lessons and tips to help make you rich in life and buckle in.
Buckle
comfy.
up, buckaroo.
We're in for another chicks chat.
Yeah, strap in or strap on.
We've got our advice with the chicks submitted in by you lovely ladies.
Wow.
And as usual, these have been picked out by our beautiful producer and we haven't read them yet. So it's going to be raw reactions and our 2 cents. What?
I was a good girl and I
She
didn't.
was going to say something about doing it raw.
Yeah.
Right? Go on.
No.
Okay. That's right.
I'm trying to behave.
I'll behave.
I'll behave. All right, shall we get straight into it?
Yeah, let's do the damn thing.
All right, dilemma number 1. A few weeks ago, my friend group of 6 went on a girls' weekend away. We rented an Airbnb, had wine, the usual girls' trip vibes. One night, we decided to play one of those anonymous confession games. Did somebody murder?
No.
Where everyone writes something in a notes app and someone reads them out loud. I have never heard of anyone doing this.
Secret meanie game.
Most of them were pretty harmless, like bad dates, embarrassing hookups, etc. Then one came up that said something like, I hooked up with someone in this group's ex and never told her because I didn't think it would last. What? The room went very quiet because one of the girls in the group had a pretty serious ex last year and that she's still a bit sensitive about. Everyone started asking whose confession it was and things got awkward pretty fast. Here's the part where I might be the problem.
Oh, what'd you do?
Earlier that night, my best friend had handed me her phone to take some photos. And when I opened it, her notes app was already opened and I saw a draft that was basically the same confession. I didn't really think much of it at the time. So when everyone started arguing about it, I tried to play it off and continue the game. But apparently I looked suspicious because another friend kept pressing me, asking if I knew something.
Oh, no, it was probably written all over her face.
Oh, but have they thought, wait, let me finish. I didn't directly say it was my best friend, but I kind of awkwardly said something like, I think it might not have been a big deal when it happened. After that, everyone basically put 2 and 2 together and realized it was her. She got really upset and left the room. The whole vibe of the trip was ruined and we actually ended up leaving early the next day. Now the group is kind of divided. Some people are mad at her for hiding the hookup in the first place, but she's mostly mad at me because she feels like I exposed her when I should have stayed completely quiet. Technically, I never said it was her, but I also feel like my reaction definitely gave it away. So my dilemma is, do I fully apologize and take the blame for exposing her even though she was the one who submitted the confession? Do I just give her space and hope things calm down? I genuinely didn't mean to blow up the whole trip and that's basically what happened. Oh my God. Come here right now, sit on my lap and let me give you a hug. You didn't blow up the trip.
No one forced her to submit that anonymous
She
message.
blew up the trip.
She blew up the trip. This has clearly been weighing on her that she was like, okay, now's my chance to just let it out. Like she probably has been sitting there with this secret and it's just been like bursting to get out of her. Because why else would you put that in there?
I feel so bad for this chick because she's like, it's my fault. I ruined the trip. You did not ruin the trip. You did not hook up with your friend's ex and nor did you go, it was Jessica.
Yeah.
Like you didn't do anything and it's not your responsibility to be able to lie well for someone else's lie.
Especially, well, yeah, completely. And especially when it's fresh information that you've only just found out.
Well, that's the thing. It's like if you knew for months and months and months and months, I still would be like if that happened for us, like let's pretend your name is Lily and my name is Poppy. And I know that Lily's hooked up with Gerald, but then Gerald dated Simone.
Yeah.
And then I know this, but you decide to go rogue and put it in there and I'm like, fuck. Like,
yeah.
oh my God.
Zip it, Lily.
Zip it, Lily.
And also because when you jumped in, you were trying to soften
Like,
the
be
blow,
like, no, it's okay. Because everyone's being like,
freaking
hold
the fuck
on.
out, and you're saying,
Because if you're going to put that in there, sorry, I'm ramped now. If you're going to put that in there and not fucking own up to it, don't put it in there.
do you think she put it in there thinking people would be like, ha ha, and then she could be like, it was me? Like, what was she hoping that the response would be?
I want to know. I hooked up with someone in this group's ex. I never told her because I didn't think it would last. So she's saying I didn't think that ex and the friend would last.
Or that maybe they would last, like the chick who hooked up with them and the ex. Like it wasn't serious. It wasn't a long-term thing.
Yeah. But I'm like, how can you not even read the room that like that's not funny to admit in a group atmosphere?
How hurtful would that be for the person?
That's just such a cop-out.
Whose ex,
yeah,
like you
and like
up
if
with.
that was me and a friend was like, yeah, I fucked him or I made out with him or whatever, and it was in front of a group of people, I would be so embarrassed.
Yeah.
Like I would feel like the butt of a joke, even though like I didn't do anything wrong. It would be like, cool, like I had feelings for this person and I had no idea that he hooked up with one of my friends. Like, wow. I would feel so stupid and silly, which like isn't how someone should feel.
Yeah, but it's a natural
like,
response.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Doghouse to this bitch. Like
you don't need to apologize. I think you could explain your side of the story, but say, look, at the end of the day, it was your choice to put it in. And really, I think you and our other friend need to have a conversation about how you can potentially work forward. Like, and if you can't, like, that's between you two. It's not between us.
Imagine sitting there and going, oh, yeah, I wrote in the submission, but then getting mad at someone else. So was she just going to sit there and not admit to it the whole time and things were just going to be awkward when everyone's going, who said it?
Yeah. I feel like she was hoping that they would be.
It was already in her notes app. Was she the one that suggested playing the anonymous confession game?
Yeah, secret meanie game.
Secret meanie game.
Yeah, she's like, I have this idea for this game.
Because I'm sitting here going, I ain't never heard of anyone. Has anyone played that game before?
Right?
I've never played that game
It's like the person at the party who would instigate the spin the bottle. And it's like, you know that, and you're going to flicker the wrist and hope that it lands on Jason or whoever because you just want to kiss Jason.
Yeah.
Like you're bringing up to play that game because you have an end result.
An ulterior motive.
Yeah. And is that what this is? Either that she wanted to like test the waters and be like, how are people going to react? Like, are they going to be like, haha, like that's crazy? Or are they going to get mad? Or was she so plagued with guilt, she just like had to let it out?
It sounds like this game where people like write in going like, oh, most likely to blah, blah, blah. And then they like point to someone and like, but people can be really mean about it. Be like, most likely to like cheat on their boyfriend or whatever it is. And it's like, who wins?
Yeah.
Who wins in that?
So true.
You know, like who wins when you play games like that? And also like it's supposed to be, like she said, most of them were pretty harmless, bad dates, embarrassing hookups.
Yeah.
But like that, by confessing that, really at the end of the day, like what was the goal there?
Yeah. I reckon chat to her and
I also think chat to the other girls and say, I had no idea. I literally found out 10 minutes before the game and I felt really uncomfortable and I didn't know what to do. I'm sorry if you felt like I wasn't honest with you.
Yeah. And she also could explain like she'd seen a draft of a message, but it wasn't clear what it was about because it's not, I don't think the message was like, I hooked up with Gerald. Like, or I don't know specifically. Like, it seemed like she was confused when she first saw the message. She didn't know what it was about. And then when the anon was read out, she was like, oh my God, 1 + 1 = you fucked her ex. Crazy.
I'm like trying to reread it, being like, is there a detail we missed? And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Because as well, sorry, but when she's playing it off, going, no, let's move on. I was like, fuck, do they think it was her?
That's what I thought.
Because she's trying to cover for her best friend, which I'm so sorry. Under the bus you go. Like, I'm not getting done dirty.
It was Poppy.
It was Poppy. It wasn't Poppy. It was Lily. No, it
I
wasn't.
thought I
Lily.
was like,
was it
whatever.
Simone? I don't
Jessica
know.
was thrown in the mix too.
There's too many. We fucked it. All we know is that Gerald's a dirty dog too.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Let's bring Gerald into the chat.
You know what? Fuck Gerald.
Book an Airbnb and invite Gerald and tie him up. And
There's actually like a full-on horror movie called, I think, Gerald's Game. That's like, I think that's like a Stephen King novel.
Yes.
Sounds a lot like that.
And it's like in the woods somewhere or something, isn't it?
It's got nothing to do with this.
No, but we can do a reboot because reboots are really in.
And it's
based on
a
this.
completely different story.
Love it. Okay.
Oh,
wow.
I just want to hug her because she's like, I genuinely didn't mean to blow up the whole trip. You didn't.
You didn't.
The fact that you even left with your best friend early the next day shows how good of a friend you are. Like, I think you
tried to
need to
cover
really
for
back
her.
yourself in this scenario and be like, at the end of the day, I didn't do this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry you felt like I outed you, but I was uncomfortable and I couldn't control my reaction because I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And I don't know why you thought that was the scenario to say you fucked Gerald.
Oh my God.
Tee-hee, ha-ha. Guess what? Gave Gerald a gobby. Sorry. What?
It's not the time.
No.
Oh my God.
Simone, Lily or Poppy is upset. I can't remember which one. I can't remember which one.
Love you, chick.
Oh, wow.
Alrighty. Should we move on to dilemma number two?
two.
All right.
Would you fuck a guy whose name was Gerald?
How hot is he? Is
Like-
like Harry
like-
Styles, but his name's Gerald?
Really hot.
Gerald Styles? Yeah. If Harry changed his name to Gerald? Harold and Gerald are actually kind of similar. Would you?
Yeah, Jerry.
Yeah, let's rebrand to Jerry. Jerry, oh, Jerry.
Oh, yes, Jerry. Right there. No, it doesn't work. does it?
Anyway.
Tried my best. No, sorry to all the Geralds out there. Surely someone's cup of tea.
Yeah, exactly.
Poppies, Lilies, Simone's.
And one of them, Jessica. There's a whole world of women
oh,
waiting for
Jessica.
you, Gerald. All right, dilemma number
There's
two.
about 4 women just waiting for their Gerald. I'm just a Gerald standing in front of a Lily, Poppy, or Jessica, asking them to love me.
Fully a tale as old as time. All right.
Notting Hill reboot. Let's go. We've got Gerald's Game and Notting Jerry. No, that's
About as good as the reboots are these days.
Oh, fuck. Okay, dilemma number 2.
Dilemma number 2. So, my partner, male, has just moved out with 2 other guys. He really gets along well with one of them who also has a girlfriend. So, I was keen for double dates, obviously. Let's call this guy John. They seem to hang out quite a bit. My partner then randomly the other night says, oh, and by the way, John has a girl staying over. Lol, bit weird. So my immediate reaction is, wait, what? Is that not his girlfriend? And he said, nah, she's an exchange student. So I ask, where is she sleeping? Knowing they don't have an extra room. And he said, oh, she stays in John's room.
John, you dirty dog.
There is only one double bed in his room.
Do they have a blow-up mattress?
Sleep on the floor, John. My partner said they seem strictly friendly, but they're legit sleeping in the same bed. Is that not so weird? I feel so awkward if I see the girlfriend. What if she doesn't know? I would hate to be in her shoes and I would want to know, but I also don't want to put my foot in my mouth and do the wrong thing here. I wish I never got told, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel you.
Oh, shit. I do think that is a little bit weird to have like another woman sleeping in your boyfriend's bed consistently.
A little?
Right?
Somebody
It's
call
very
Hercule Poirot. There's been a murder.
Yeah.
Is that how you say his name? I don't know.
Whatever.
Sherlock. There you go. There's a detective.
Perfect?
Fuck no.
Yeah, that's really,
What would
really
you
weird.
do if Chris lived with 2 other guys and some girl from overseas came and was sleeping in bed with
Death.
him?
Death. No, well, that's the thing. Like, if it was just a friend and it was because
No.
for me, I would because Chris has a lot.
I've read enough Friends to Lovers books, okay? No fucking way. You're not sleeping in bed with another girl. No.
It was kind of in secret and it's like an ongoing thing. Like, why do you have an exchange student living at your house.
You have a girlfriend. No.
Yeah, it's really, really inappropriate. I think you need to put this on your boyfriend to speak to John and be like, hey, John, does your girlfriend know that old mate is sleeping in your bed every night?
What if John just lies?
Well, then you've at least tried your best.
See, I'm not good at these ones because people are a lot better at me than like not sticking their nose where it doesn't belong, whereas I feel like I am not very good at not doing that, and I would be like, beep, boop, bop, boop.
Yeah.
Lily, did you know? Like, because
Well, do you have a relationship with this girl as well? Like, are
Yeah.
you guys friends now?
that's
I know
what I
you
think
said
you have to work out. Like, how close are you with John's girlfriend?
Mm.
Because if you're really close and like the boyfriend says, hey, does your girlfriend know that this is happening?
Yeah.
And I feel like you could probably float it. Like, being like, oh, have you met insert exchange girl's name here?
yeah.
And if she's like, oh, not really, like, blah, blah, and really doesn't seem like she knows anything,
Then, yeah, try and like press her for more and see how much she knows.
yeah.
But I probably would say something.
I'd probably say something too.
I'd just try
I
and
don't know if that's like the right answer.
I would just try to get the steps there before immediately jumping in and
that you
doing
don't-
it.
Like, I think giving people the opportunity to do the right thing, you know, which, you know, maybe she does know and maybe he's not doing the wrong thing at all.
Yeah, and
Like,
maybe she doesn't
she's like,
care.
oh, no, I really know her. Maybe the girl's not even into guys.
Exactly.
You know, like maybe the exchange girl isn't like is gay or asexual or whatever. So it's like not weird.
Yeah.
You know, like that could be the thing there.
Mm.
But yeah, like I think there's a big difference between hearing it from someone and seeing it and knowing it's 100% true. So that's like worth considering as well. Like what you're saying, just because someone might be comfortable with something and someone isn't, you can't use what you would do in a relationship as the rule of thumb as well. Because like,
Yeah.
maybe they have had that conversation, but I think it's about like sussing the vibe of whether that has happened. Because if I was in that scenario and people knew about it and I didn't, I would be very grateful to the person that told me.
Yeah, exactly.
And
That's what I always think. Like, what would I want to know in that scenario?
Yeah.
And you'd always want to know the truth.
Because the best case scenario is she knows and she's like, wow, what a loyal friend.
Yeah.
Go, thanks, Jessica. And so I don't know why every fake scenario, Jessica, like that is just, yeah. And like, and then the worst case scenario, she's like, what WTF?
Yeah.
But then she also knows.
Yeah.
And you'll probably get in a bit of shit for sticking your nose in it. But at the end of the day, I would think, would I rather be the person that kept a secret from someone that they should have known, or the person who probably maybe overstepped a little bit, but I did what I think is the right thing?
Yeah.
Because like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
just a bit weird. It's not even like it was like, oh, one time this happened.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like, oh, you're on a trip with a group of friends and then like you guys have slept in the same bed one night kind of thing. It's like this random person.
Put a mattress in the living room.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, get an air mattress. Even if she has to sleep in your room, get an air mattress and put it on the floor. Weird vibes.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea of potentially encouraging your boyfriend to talk to John first, though.
Yeah.
Being like, hey, does blah, blah know? Because, yeah, it does sound like the last season of White Lotus with like, there was like two couples and it was just very complicated crossing lines.
Yeah.
And even more complicated because people seem to clock it, but like no one said anything. And so it's just this big thing that's in the air that like gets bigger and bigger and bigger. I always remember this like storybook. This is such a niche thing that we got read when I was like in year 1. Bear with me. I'm going to need to try and find it. And it was about this like rock that this kid like keeps pushing around.
Yeah.
And it's like a ball of mud or something.
I think you've told me this story.
Have I told you
Maybe
this story?
continue.
And he like refuses to let go of this rock and he keeps pushing it and pushing it. And over the book, it becomes this giant boulder that he has to keep pushing and pushing around
Yeah.
because he refuses to like let
Let it
go
go.
of it. And it then becomes such a burden to him of something that was small, that refusing to do anything about it or let go of it resulted in this weight that I'm like, this sounds super deep for year 1, by the way, but this was the life lesson.
I like it.
As children's books have so much of. That this just reminds me of that it's like, you know, maybe at the moment it's just this small thing of an exchange student and there's nothing that deep to it. But, you know, the more that maybe this behavior happens, like, is it going to become that bolder that becomes this really uncomfortable thing?
Yeah, exactly. And that's not your burden to bear.
It's
So
not.
whatever you
I
can
totally
do to
get how
reduce
she's
it.
being like, I wish I was never told. I'm like, been there.
Ignorance is bliss, hey?
Yeah. That is a wrap.
That is a wrap. Thanks so
For
much.
Today's
Chicks.
Chicks Chat. If you also want to send us a cheeky little dilemma, please email us with the link in the show notes. And thanks for having us in your ear holes, chicks.
We love to be here.
Love it. Okay, bye.
Bye, chicks.